This is actually crazy. Shiba Inu is on fire today. Everyone is so bullish and analysts are dropping their signals. It seems like only 7 million Shiba Inu is all you need. This is the magical number that was just confirmed. And here's the crazy part. Shiba Inu can even go higher soon. Closer than we expected. What is happening? And why Shiba Inu might change people's life once again? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Shiba Inu is showing once again why it's still the king of the meme coins. While the rest of the crypto market has been wobbling all over the place, Shiba Inu's price dipped just a little, then bounced back like a champ. And people are starting to notice. There's real buzz in the air right now, like is this just a tease? Or are we on the edge of something way bigger? Some are already asking, is a major breakout on the horizon? Or is this just another fake out before the next move? But before we get into that, what if I told you you only need around 7 million Shiba Inu tokens to be in the top 1% of holders? Sounds wild, I know. But stick with me, because it'll all make sense later. But first, let's rewind a bit and look at what's really happening on the price chart. Because honestly, it's kind of shocking. One analyst just pointed out something that could change the game. According to him, there's this sideways breakout setup forming. And yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. Shiba Inu has been moving in a super tight range lately. It's just kind of chilling there, coiling up like a spring between support and resistance. Not dropping hard, not pumping wildly, just building pressure. And here's where it gets interesting. If the price pushes just a tiny bit higher than where it's been getting stuck lately, we could see an explosive breakout to the upside. It's one of those setups where patience might finally pay off. The chart's been whispering, and if history repeats itself, this kind of consolidation usually doesn't last long. The next move? It could be fast. It could be strong. And if it breaks through that invisible ceiling it's been bumping into, we might be looking at a big run. And here's where things get even more shocking. A massive transaction involving Shiba Inu was just recorded today. And the numbers? They might seriously blow your mind. According to on-chain data from Arkham Intelligence, a giant pile of Shiba Inu, roughly 12 billion tokens, was just sent to Bitvavo, one of the biggest crypto exchanges in Europe. That's not some small-time move either. We're talking about a transfer worth well over 6 figures. And here's the kicker. It came from a wallet that's been holding close to $1.5 million in crypto, almost every bit of it in Shiba Inu. Now this raises a lot of eyebrows. Was it just a typical move between wallets? Or is there something deeper going on here? Here's the context that makes it all a little more mysterious. That same wallet? It received a jaw-dropping 120 billion Shiba Inu tokens about a month ago from a Coinbase Prime account. Yeah, you heard that right. 120 billion. And now, just a fraction of that, around a tenth, has been sent out. But instead of going to another cold storage wallet, where it could just chill safely offline, it was sent directly to a hot wallet on an active exchange. So what does that mean? Could this be the first sign of a bigger sell-off? Like the first domino that kicks off something larger? Or maybe it's just a strategic move, part of an asset shuffle, getting things ready for a potential breakout? Whatever the case, it tells us something important. Big players are paying attention to Shiba Inu right now. They're making moves, possibly positioning ahead of something. And whether it's accumulation, rotation, or even prepping for profit-taking, it adds fuel to the fire of speculation that something major could be on the horizon. And when moments like this start heating up, everybody wants to stack up their own Shiba Inu bag. But then comes the big question. How much do you really need to actually make life-changing money? Well, one analyst broke it down perfectly. He said that even a tiny investment, like $100, could turn into $1 million if Shiba Inu ever returns to those crazy historic highs. It might sound insane, but this isn't just wishful thinking. Shiba Inu has already done something similar before. Back in the 2021 bull run, it made a bunch of early holders into millionaires off small investments. It's the kind of story that makes people wonder if it could ever happen again. Now, here's what makes it really interesting. At the current price, if you put in $100, you'd get over 7 million Shiba Inu tokens. That's right, 7 million. If Shiba Inu ever skyrockets to a certain dream price that some analysts have talked about, that little pile could turn into a full $1 million. Yeah, that's a nearly 1 million times return. Sounds wild, I know, but technically, it's possible under the right conditions. The catch? For Shiba Inu to hit that kind of price, a whole lot of its supply would need to be burned. Right now, the total number of tokens is huge, like really huge. So unless the supply is cut down dramatically, getting to that dream number might be a stretch. If no major burns happen, the price would need to push Shiba Inu's total market value into levels bigger than even gold or Bitcoin. But if the community and developers manage to reduce the token supply to something much smaller, let's say around 10 trillion, then hitting that high price becomes way more realistic. In that case, Shiba Inu's total value would be closer to what the biggest companies in the world are worth today. And that's not as far-fetched as it sounds, especially in crypto. The wild thing? Some analysts actually believe Shiba Inu could hit that dream price eventually. One recent report suggested that if it repeats its 2021 performance, it could climb more than 800,000%. Even ChatGPT has predicted it could get close to that level by the end of this decade. And another platform, Telegram, thinks Shiba Inu could reach that mark sometime between the 2040s. So yeah, it might take some time, but for those holding long-term, it's not just a fantasy. It's a real possibility. And right now, holding just a small chunk of Shiba Inu could quietly put you in the top 1% of all holders. Imagine being part of that before the next big wave. And here's the exciting part. That stack of 7 million Shiba Inu you might be holding, it could end up being worth a whole lot more than you think. One analyst just dropped a jaw-dropping prediction, and it's catching a lot of attention. A prominent market watcher named StrongHedge recently pointed out that Shiba Inu has been showing real strength. According to him, Shiba Inu has bounced beautifully from what he calls an accumulation zone. Basically a spot on the chart where smart money quietly loads up. And guess what? Since then, it's been climbing. In fact, last week marked the third week in a row that Shiba Inu has posted positive gains. That's not just lucky, that's momentum. But what's helping drive this? Well, a big part of it is Bitcoin's recent comeback. After slumping earlier this month, Bitcoin has bounced back big. And when Bitcoin rises, it tends to lift the whole crypto market along with it, Shiba Inu included. Since that low point earlier this month, Shiba Inu has actually jumped over a third in value. That kind of move doesn't go unnoticed. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. StrongHedge believes this rally is just getting started. He's eyeing a major price surge, something like doubling from where it is now. He pointed out some key resistance levels Shiba Inu would need to break through. But if that happens, it could revisit prices we haven't seen since the end of last year. And it's not just him. Another analyst, CryptoElites, is forecasting a potential 16 times rally. They're seeing a classic chart pattern shaping up that could lead to a breakout, with price targets way above anything we've seen lately. Even more bullish? An analyst named Saboiki also thinks Shiba Inu is about to go parabolic, possibly repeating a past move that sent it flying last cycle. He's calling for a huge surge too. And like the others, he says Shiba Inu is a solid buy right now. So, what does this all mean? Well, Shiba Inu is no longer just that meme coin people joke about. It's gaining serious traction again. The price action, the analyst predictions, the connection to Bitcoin's rally, it's all painting a picture of something big brewing. And if these bullish calls turn out to be right, then yeah, that humble stack of 7 million Shiba Inu tokens you've got, it might not just get you into the top 1%. It could put you way ahead of the game. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Shiba Inu update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.